All right. Good evening, everybody. And thank you for tuning in to this special 200th episode of SCV Chat, celebrating 5 wonderful years
Wonderful?
Well, I'm going to say it's wonderful. I don't know about your time.
It's been a time.
Well, we'll talk about it later. But before we get started, the views and opinions expressed on this broadcast are not necessarily those of the SCV, its GEC, its executive director, anybody else, the divisions, brigade, camps, or other subsidiaries. Hey, it would not be a 200th episode without me messing up our disclaimer.
It really wouldn't.
But it is around the bottom. And of course, we are here at the National Reunion with a wonderful crowd of chat heads and compatriots. How's everybody doing tonight? Well, thank y'all for coming out and supporting us and for the 5 years of support, because God knows if it weren't for y'all, we'd have given up on this a long time ago.
Probably about, what was our first episode? The Robert E. Lee episode? So probably around the Robert E. Lee episode.
Yeah, because you can't go back.
You can't go back and watch it.
But if you could, you would see that Harrison's internet completely goes out, and I'm having to fill in for his portion of the show. But it's been an interesting couple of years. I remember we have Dr. Hyder in the house watching a video from, I believe it was the 11 Montgomery reunion when you were Chief of Heritage Ops. And in your report, you said, may you live in interesting times. And definitely these 5 years have been interesting times for us. It was a Chinese curse. I'll never forget that. I quote you in that a lot of times, so I appreciate that. So we are here at the National Reunion, celebrating, of course, our Confederation coming together and handling business. One of the things that we started a couple of years ago, before we get into the history of our program, do you want to do that first?
Do the history of the program?
Yeah.
How much are we telling about the history of the program?
Well, what we can tell within the rules.
That's fair. Do you want to just supplement some certain things with, like, say, apple juice?
Sure. Apple juice. So it was the 2020 reunion in Jacksonville, Florida. Of course, that was, in the height of COVID, and the new officers being sworn in at the banquet. And we were drinking apple juice.
A lot of apple juice.
And we were talking about, wouldn't it be great if there was a way for us to get together with our compatriots electronically, not necessarily throughout, face-to-face. Face-to-face is good, but we didn't know what the world was coming to. And wouldn't it also be great if we could use that as a tool to reach the general public, as well as reach the young people in the audience or in the world? So that's, where social media comes in. And we talked to some people. We talked to Chuck McMichael, we talked to Jason Boshears, wherever he is. We're probably going to go hunt him down later on.
I have a gift for Jason, actually.
Well,
he's having a cigar instead of being in here with us.
Shame on him. We have a new bit that we're going to work on tonight about the GEC hunter, so that's definitely going to happen now.
That should happen.
I need a stick to poke him with.
Someone grab a stick. We're going to go poke Jason with it live on air.
Yeah. Excuse me. We decided that it would be a great idea to try it. We got permission to try it out. And here we are 5 years later, after much more apple juice consumed. And
a lot of apple juice consumed during the episodes, Adam.
Yeah. We've of course have grown to not only SCV Chat on Mondays, but Look Around the Confederation on Thursdays, Look Around Florida with Sean on Wednesdays now. David Pope has started his Friends of Douglas Southall Freeman, where he does video chat. Michael Hardy has done his on Sunday nights, and it's just continuing to grow. I know Josh Blankenship has started something in Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
So the reason why we do this is because of our statistics. We've seen continual growth every year, and last year was our first year to break over 1 million people reached. We wanted to do that again, and as of this morning, we're at 1.3 million people worldwide we have reached across our various platforms.
And I do want to point out that's 1.3 million people that did not have any influence of who we were. A lot of our viewers aren't SCV members. A lot of our loyal viewers are, but we have had viewers from India,
Ireland,
Canada,
Scotland,
Scotland.
Pretty much all corners of the globe.
Mississippi.
Obviously. I would hope so, with that being our home state. Orsac, yeah.
Orsac, yeah.
No, or with an O.
Orsac?
Yeah. That's where Carl's originally
Faversham.
Yeah. But it has been a fun 5 years. And one of our things we started with our very first get together at the Nathan Bedford Forest reinterment was a Chathead dinner and award ceremony. And we started just, instead of trying to do it at a different place, just go ahead and do it at a reunion. So without further ado,
real quick, I do want to show something off that we've never showed off on an episode of Chat before. Many people know we have had 2 logos in our history. The first one, I'm sure y'all are the most familiar with, and our current one that you saw either on my tie or on the Facebook, Instagram, and so much. But what y'all might not know is we actually have a battle flag version of the SCV Chat logo.
Yeah, and we were talking about this before the show. We've had that for what, 2 years now?
3.
Okay, 3 years, and it's our first reunion to actually remember to bring it.
I forget it.
Yeah. Southern Flags and Quilts, if you're looking for somebody to make a camp flag, did a trade with us. That flag was already created for another camp, but they changed their mind, and suddenly she had extra in inventory. We asked her if she could modify it for us in exchange for advertising. She's now making flags left and right and streamers for camp flags and everything's like that. She is a sweet, sweet lady. She's very Confederate friendly, obviously out of the great and sovereign state of Alabama. Cannot speak more highly of her. So we have a couple of rules when it comes to SCV Chat Awards. 1, you have to be present to win. 2, you cannot be part of the SCV Chat crew. 3, if Kayla gets a tiara, you cannot try to steal it from her because she will kill you.
With a corn dog.
Yeah, of all things. And 4, it's just like whose line is it anyway? The awards are made up and the points don't matter.
You want me to get up here and parade them around?
Yeah,
in front
well,
of the camera?
as we do. And we'll start with, and we always add a new award every year. So this year is, of course, it's a lovely unicorn. It's our one-of-a-kind award because you're only one of a kind. The inaugural one-of-a-kind award this year, and our awards committee is highly made up of me and Moose and my lovely sister, Susie, who makes these. Thank you so much for putting in your time and effort into making these awards. But the inaugural, yeah.
Complete legitimate awards committee, and we are 100% not biased.
And we do not take bribes.
I do. If you bottle of Worker whiskey, you could leave it for me up here. Like
Apple juice.
Are you going to model that?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't put it on your head. You don't want to stretch it out. Yeah.
I'm not wearing a uniform.
Or you should tank it for the recipient.
I don't want to tank it for the recipient.
Well, our recipient is somebody who we've gotten to know over the past year. He kept us awake late last night. He is our lieutenant commander in chief. No, you can't deny it. You can't deny it. Come on, Tony. Come on, Tony. You're one of a kind. Oh, over this way. Okay. Yeah. All right. Good job. Basic, yeah, and like basic, local ABC. No, you don't hate us yet. All right. No, you can take it off. We got the pictures. Well, here's the thing. Those pictures will be shared with Frank for the next issue of the Veteran. Yeah. Exactly. All right. Is Robert Julson in here? Okay, I didn't see you. Our next award is very, very special. The inaugural award for the Hearth and Home was given to Kayla, where she received a tiara, and Jason Boshier said that he wanted the tiara, and then Kayla looked at him with a steak knife in her hand at the Catfish College in Columbia and said, "No, that is my tiara," and we all got scared. So the Heart and Home Award this year goes to somebody who spent hours volunteering at the museum. I know that Jimmy couldn't have done half the stuff that he did without you, that you're at every SCV we go to. You have the heart for the SCV. You had the logo tattooed on your arm. I mean, I think you're wearing a Life member shirt, so I'm pretty sure we're stuck with you, or you're stuck with us. The Heart and Home Award goes to Robert Juleson, who was one of our first followers on our old platform that shall not be named. Hold on. For some reason, it there we go.
I saw one just like that on The Wizard of Oz.
I think I saw one at the Alamo.
Yes, it was Phil Collins's.
Yes. Our two highest awards that we do. Well, actually, there's one more. I'm going to let Moose explain this one.
Oh, great! Actually, pull up the website real quick, and if you don't,
What's the URL?
scvchat.com, dude.
I know. I'm trying to plug the website. All right. Accept the cookies. More cookies, more cupcake. All right.
There
SCV.
are some cupcakes.
All right. So this is the Moose Chalice.
I
Moose-
have noticed, will say in the design, as you can tell, I'm on it, so I will always be with you.
I don't think that's a good selling point there, Harrison.
I think we might actually get it turned back to us now.
Yeah. The Moose Chalice Award is bestowed upon individuals who have demonstrated unparalleled prowess in the ancient art of moose whispering. This prestigious accolade is granted to those who have exhibited extraordinary finesse in convincing moose to engage in whimsical acts such as choreographed dance routines or dramatic readings of Shakespeare, sonnets, or rap lyrics, or somebody who really supports Look Around the Confederation.
Yes. And there's been someone who has, on almost every episode, shown up late, but has always sent in news, making sure I always have something to talk about on Look Around the Confederation. His division's on fire. He's doing great work. And we kind of want to thank him for his support on Look Around, because the hardest thing on Look Around is turning maybe 5 pieces of news into an hour-long program. And he always makes sure I at least have only 5 from him, and other people can file in, and it really makes my life a lot easier. So, are you ready, Pokemaniacs? Our winner of the Moosehead
Chalice.
is Kentucky Division Commander Kyle Thompson. Go.
I told Tom coming in, I'd sell for an E award someday like Connor has. I don't have to have a chalice.
Chalice. Follow Chuck around Saturday night and just tell him that you want whatever he's having.
Just,
Okay.
just,
I'm
just
not going to tell you what it is. I'll just report it.
disclaimer that it's not dishwasher safe. We do not approve you drinking out of that. You cannot sue us if you get sick. Probably.
Okay. I want to know this. Should he not be able to fulfill the duties that go with this challenge, will it go to the first runner-up?
We don't have a first runner-up. He has a second. He's the first and second. Yeah.
Yay. Thank you.
We'll save this one last because we're breaking a rule.
All right.
So this is our second highest award that we honestly give out. It is the Chat Head of the Year. It's somebody who has continuously supported the program throughout a year. whether sharing this content, filling in last second if we need to, I don't know, I got to work or the internet goes down or something like that. This compatriot, this chat head, has been around since, I believe he followed us on said platform that shall not be named because they're Twitch. Yeah. I will get into that story in a second.
Yeah, we'll tell some stories.
Yeah. But he has filled in, especially around Mardi Gras.
5 years following chat.
Yeah, and we of course had to get him a Louisiana themed hat, because honestly, that nothing screams Louisiana like that, nor does he scream Louisiana like Charles Ray. It came really close. Like you almost lost when I saw you running around the parking lot earlier and making the rest of us shapely fellows look bad.
Make him do his award-winning rebel.
Okay.
How long before 80th?
High quality roast beef.
So we say that you have to be present in order to win the awards, and that for the past 5 years or however long we've been doing the awards portion of it, has been one of our rules. But there's a compatriot who, and this is our Cross Spatula Award. If you want the true history of the spatula, please see Carl Jones after the meeting or after the broadcast. He'll explain how the spatula is the most historical, important thing that to ever exist. We could do an entire episode on it. I think we have.
We have done it twice.
Yeah.
And somehow not answered any questions.
Like, what's the son of Harold Philpott's real name?
The world will never know.
Or will they? Do they already know?
That is a great question.
Anyway, this compatriot has wanted to come to national reunions. He hasn't been able to, but he is all the time doing things. For those that don't know, Harrison has the worst surprises in the world, by the way. Like,
You're one to talk.
like my surprises are fun and whimsical.
But you do them in front of 1 million people live on the air.
Yeah, and they work out and we laugh.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Like Carl's weather reports. We all laughed at that.
I nearly had a heart attack on air.
Yeah, well, still.
Just random Carl Jones.
Yeah. Well, this guy, though, ran with something because Moose decided that we were going to read a book called Albion Seed.
And that is coming again soon to the Patreon, we promise.
I've read it once and made notes 5 times out of it.
I've read it
0 times.
I've read half of it.
You've listened to half of it.
I'm dyslexic, man. Let's not get into all that.
Yeah. Yeah. No well, there are pictures, so yeah. But this guy, when we announced it, he's been a member of our Patreon for years. He went out and went to a used bookstore and bought copies of the books. And as we've had, guys join the Patreon, because that's a Patreon exclusive perk is us discussing that. He went and has offered for anybody who wants to follow along with us to read it. He has his friends at Douglas Southall Freeman Chat. David has been one of our biggest supporters, and every time commenting. We decided this year that we would break our own rules because we make our own rules, so we can do that. And we are awarding the Cross Spatula virtually to David Pope. We're asking somebody from the Tennessee division to come up, whoever's going to see him next. To looking at you, Patterson, looking at Adam, looking at Patterson, looking at Adam, looking at Patterson, looking at Doc. Yeah, he's walking. He's walking. He's not very silent, but he is very quick. So David just actually, he just commented that the offer still stands. So if you want to join Patreon and get a copy of Albion Seed, which everybody needs to read, not only because it's 900 pages, but it tells the story of the 4 pathways into America, because our worldview was founded 400 years ago, and if you're not understanding where we are, we will never understand where we're going. And well, if we don't understand those Yankees, I almost called them a bad word, broke our own rules again, then we'll never understand the struggle that we're in today. I get that pretty much right, Carl? Thank you.
Carl's on his phone. He's Googling spam. He ain't worried about us.
And so we talk about a previous platform that we were on. For those that may not remember, we were on a platform called Twitch. Right after we were getting traction on it, they banned the display of the Confederate flag. And we decided that that's not our platform. So then we moved to Facebook. So
and then YouTube, and
yeah, and here we are today.
here we are. God bless y'all.
Yeah. So anyway, we appreciate everybody, but the real reason we're here is to handle a little bit of business for our compatriots that couldn't be here. We try to do this once every day during reunion, is to give them an update of everything that happened without spilling all the beans. So we adopted the budget today. We had reports today. Chuck McMichael said things today.
Adam got out alive. I do want to stress that.
Yeah.
He's not dead. Thank you, Adam.
Adam has baseball cards,
But he won't give me one.
For those that don't know, Adam
Is a Hall of Fame baseball player.
in the Colioca Sports Hall of Fame. He bats right, he throws right. He was born November 7th. I'm not going to give your name or your year. So hometown is Colioca, Tennessee. He joined the Colioca Warriors varsity team in 2001. In 2002 season was his last season in the blue and white. He ended the season with an impressive walk-off single RBI combo, and he's now the self-appointed mayor of Colioca. 28 games, 1 at bat, 0 runs, 1 hit, 1 RBI, 1,000 batting average.
Take a bow, Adam.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's impressive. I mean, I'm really impressed for you. I mean, we'll probably be auctioning this off. Maybe not. I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah. So yeah. Other than that, we're gonna kind of cut it short. We usually try to do it for.
Wait. The moose hunt.
Oh, I almost forgot. Thank you.
Someone got a gun in here? Like, why are you saying it like that?
I was gonna let you bring it up. You're the one that's always against it.
Well, I'm getting shot. Yes, I'm against it. I'm against it.
In the words of Herman White, Reverend Dr.
Reverend Dr. Herman White.
Yeah. So for those that are not reminiscent of last year, we started this wonderful fundraiser.
It won't last long, so do it now.
Yeah, it will.
No.
You keep saying that. Yeah. So essentially what we do is before the oratory contest, I think that would be a great halftime entertainment, though. Oh, darn. Maybe next year.
I'm in the oratory. You
well,
can't put me in the halftime show. That's the whole point of doing it. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, we need to find somebody else to do it.
No.
We need to find another animal. Anyway,
We have a
pretty much,
T-Rex.
yeah, pretty much for $20, you get the opportunity to shoot Harrison 10 times with a Nerf gun. It's a lot of fun.
Tell them where the proceeds go, Degnabbit.
Isn't it great fun, Kayla?
Adam
thought
shot
you
me
did.
in the forehead.
He shot you somewhere else.
Yeah, he did shoot me somewhere else as well. He didn't let me recover. I'm laying there in pain, and Adam just comes up with a forehead shot.
Well, Adam got his money's worth, but it's a lot of fun. We usually hijack one of the microphones, and Harrison has another. But wait, there's more.
So if you do give a $20, we do have these limited edition challenge coins with me in the crosshairs. And on the back, it says Moose Hunt SCV 130 2025. This was donated to us by the California Division Commander, Todd Terry. He's doing great work in California and is helping us out. So not only do you get to shoot me if I have apparently angered you a lot the past 5 years.
Even if he hasn't angered you, if it's the first time meeting him, he's a great target.
I'm very round.
Not as round as you were last year. You may be able to fit in the suit.
I've dropped 30 pounds. No, I'll rip that suit and do it away.
Oh, okay.
I don't ever want to see myself in a onesie again. But you get one of these challenge coins.
I don't want to see you out of a onesie.
But yes,
That's the whole point of the show.
so make sure you come get one of these and support us.
It's a lot of fun. Even if you kill them on the first shot, you get to, put all 9 into them. In the right Adam. Yeah.
And the proceeds go to
Forrest's last ride. So it's for a worthy cause. He's a good moose. Will you ever explain how you got the nickname?
Oh, wait. Before we explain how I got the nickname, we do need to talk about, on the update part of things, I did challenge everybody today.
Oh, yeah.
And I do want to talk about that real quick as we're slowly. Actually, I have to get ready for the closing, so you're going to need to talk about something after this.
Okay.
Just wing it.
Oh, no, I want to tell the how you guys. We're
Okay.
actually going to tell.
Oh, we're actually telling
Yeah.
them 5 years, and we're finally telling everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. So for those who don't know, my father, my grandfather, and myself is named after General Forrest and each other. For those who don't know, when I'm in the SCV or in historian academic regions, I go by Harrison F. Dawes. That is to honor the general, and that is to honor my father and my grandfather. And so this year, we all decided to join the 21st Century Confederate Heroes, $100 a month for 10 months. I know that sounds like a lot. Trust me, it is a lot for me. I'm a broke, poor college student and a farmer. So I am not making 6 figures, I promise you. If I have, I need to ask my boss where that money has been, because he is also my father. I have to figure out where that is.
It's at Republic Boot Company.
Yeah, he did. He is at Republican.
Forrest got him a new pair of boots today.
And he said that this was a more happy moment than he had in 1999. I'm 26, by the way. Okay, it was comparable moments.
The night is still young.
The night is still young. I could disappoint them when I start drinking apple juice. But I do want to ask everybody to please join us in this effort. I know $100 is a lot. Trust me, I'm cutting a lot of stuff out of my life in the next 10 months because that $100 is nice to have. And I understand.
Grey Poupon.
Look, he spent the night at my house. We get my house. And then goes to bed with $100 worth of snacks.
We stopped at a gas station. I wanted fudge rounds, Dig Nabbit, and Reese's peanut butter cups.
Hey, Carl, our very first trip we ever took, our first remote live, was on the anniversary at Franklin.
I didn't get $250 easy.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
I haven't lost it easy.
And in that hotel room, it was like as a small Dollar General exploded. No snacks to be found, but the remains of snacks. He eats like a moose. That's one reason why I got
About
the nickname.
3 Barks root beers because they started in Mississippi. Was it started in Mississippi or moved to Mississippi? Historian in chief overruled. Fudge rounds, cosmic brownies, about 6 Reese's peanut butter cups, but the 2-packs. So
Nabs, beef jerky, nabs, Funyuns.
I didn't have Funyuns. I got Doritos.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
About 3 bags of Doritos, and that was just for one trip with me and Connor.
And who fit the bill?
Well, I was an aide de camp at the time, and I was trying to learn about the organization.
He was a poor, broke college
Nothing's changed in 5 years. I'm still poor.
Still broke. Still a college student.
Yeah.
And a great moose.
Thank you.
So Harrison wanted a nickname, and I came up with a nickname he didn't like.
Because I've been going by just the producer.
Yeah.
Because when we started the show, for those who don't know, I appeared in the first 5 episodes of season 1. But then Connor was like, what if we talked about you and you were never there. But you were at the show every Monday and did the producing work, but we only said your name at like the beginning.
Well, it was also to protect your identity because you were innocent.
No, it was because I had managed, and I can say this now, I had managed to extremely anger the whole history department at the University of Mississippi by telling them that they were wrong. They shouldn't be professors. I know more than them without a college degree. And my father is a better teacher than any of them would ever be. And for some reason, that rubbed off wrong.
I can't imagine why.
So I was having to keep my head low when we started chat because I had to take a couple history classes with the head of the War Between the States Department, who I had openly said she was an idiot.
So we were trying to protect. We're trying to protect him.
Yes.
He needed protecting.
Yeah. So I went by producer for the longest of times. And then after, I still managed to make her mad because I asked her in class during one of the debates, I think Abraham Lincoln was a tyrant and a dictator. Can you prove me wrong? And Jefferson Davis was one of the greatest men to ever live. And as you can see, with a Yankee-fied school, that maybe wasn't the best thing I said that class. And then we moved to the Confederate monument on campus, which I said was the most beautiful part of campus and should not be touched. And anybody who disagrees with me could go to Southern Miss.
Southern Miss or Mississippi State?
I said Southern Miss.
Oh, okay.
For me, that was a far more insult. And I love you people that love Southern Miss. I have a big heart now for Southern Miss, but at the time,
hey, at least you didn't tell them to go to LSU.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse.
Or worse than that, Alabama.
Oh, this crowd's turning hostile.
But so we decided to give him the nickname of Moose because.
Go ahead and tell him the whole.
What color hair do moose have?
Piss off.
No, you can't say that. They have brown hair. They have brown curly hair.
They have brown curly hair.
How long do they stay in the womb?
8 months.
How long did you stay in the womb?
8 months.
Can they swim good?
No.
Can you swim good?
I sink very well when I go diving.
How much of their body weight do they eat? How much of your body weight do you eat?
Twice, about the same.
Yeah. So yeah, it matches.
He went through a list during a DEC meeting. I get a text. Hey, I found your new name.
Yeah.
Please remember, he's division commander at the time. And we're at a break, and I just get this long message thinking that I'm getting orders as aide de camp. And no, it's all the similarities I have with a moose. And then all of a sudden, I see him and Dad dying of laughter in the corner. And Dad, my own father, my flesh and blood, comes up to me
paterfamilias,
and says, "You are Moose." And I told him, "No, sir, I'm not."
And then I said, it's either that or another nickname that I'm not going to mention.
And we picked Moose.
So we've been waiting for 5 years.
Yes, 5 long years to do that.
So y'all are welcome. But thank y'all again for coming out tonight. We're going to end the show here. We have cupcakes for those in the audience. Please grab 1, grab 2. Save 2 for Michael Hurley for allowing us to be in here.
Yes, please.
Susie, you want to go ahead and grab Michael's? Because that was our deal.
But real quick, make sure to share this episode out there to everybody you can on Facebook, YouTube, and scvchat.com. And remember, you could go check out scvchat.com for wonderful, wonderful insights to the chat crew. You get some pictures of us goofing off in some of the sections.
Which is 90% of what we do.
It's probably 99.9% of what we do. You get breaking news, heritage news, all types of stuff, our favorite videos of the month, some of our favorite episodes. You can watch episodes live on there. You get national reunion updates.
You get a link to our Patreon for $10 a month. You can help keep us on the air, so we can buy wonderful equipment like
That.
yeah, or these, or this, or internet.
And now, if you have a business, we have a special sponsorship tier for $80 a month. That's $10 an episode. You can be on the beginning intro credits,
Right. The end credits.
the end credits, and of course the commercial break are, as the son of Harold Philpott would say, the Pop-Tart break
Yeah.
at 7:35 every episode.
And if you really like merchandise, we have our $30 a month merch tier, where you get a sticker, a mini poster, a coffee mug, and a T-shirt.
And I will take votes now if we can get a poster of me and Connor with an explosion behind us doing Chuck Norris action poses.
I can't lift my leg that high.
And neither can I. We can CGI it in.
Okay.
I can do that now. We have, the technology.
That's gonna look like crap.
It's
Okay.
going to look like crap.
But we have those available.
Yes. So thank you all for 5 years of support. More than 200 episodes in total.
Yeah.
We do want to preference the 200 episodes just for the flagship.
Yeah, just for the Monday show that we're doing on a Thursday now for some reason.
But
we did a Thursday show and a Monday show for some reason. So.
last week, yeah. So it kind of fits with just us.
Yeah.
But we can't thank y'all enough. We've been able to reach millions upon millions of people.
We've pissed off a lot of folks. a
lot of folks.
A lot. I think we're up to 1,000 on our banned Yankee list.
Two.
Yeah.
We
So.
got up to 2 just this year because again we hit 1.3 million views this year, and they were not happy that we were claiming the narrative 1 week at a time.
Our original
slogan.
Yeah.
Actually, no, our original slogan was Mondays are for the men.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
One, that lasted about a month.
It lasted 2.
Anyway, in the words of the late and great Harold Philpott, remember, no Fumar in the elevator and rudder front.
Wait, do we have the credits logged in?
I think we do.
Wait. Boom. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Go, man, go.